Halle is in King's Langley. Halle, good evening.
So I left my rabbit with our rabbit sitter while I went on a holiday. My rabbit died whilst at the sitter, and when I picked him up, I found out that she went on holiday and left my rabbit with somebody else. Has she broken the law, and do I have a claim?
Halle, let me just repeat that back to you. You left your rabbit with a sitter. Was that at the sitter's house?
Yes, a paid sitter.
You went away. You've discovered that the sitter left the rabbit with somebody else, so the sitter took him to another house?
No, the rabbit was at the same house, but she had somebody else stay at the house while she went on holiday to look after my rabbit.
Okay, had she told you this was going to happen?
No, she didn't.
So as far as you were concerned, you'd left the rabbit with a particular person and she absconded?
Yes.
I'm so sorry to hear the rabbit died. What was his name?
His name was Pretzel, thank you.
Pretzel.
Yeah.
How old was Pretzel?
He was 4.
What do you know what he died from? Do you mind me asking? Did the vet say anything?
No, he had stomach issues.
Right, and to what extent was this because of poor treatment or with a sitter, or was it something that he had anyway and you just didn't know about it?
Well, he went to the vet, and the vet gave him medicine, sent him home and said he was absolutely fine. So it was shocking that he did die, but we don't know if there was any poor care. They said that he just died overnight.
Right, and has the vet, I don't know if this is common with rabbits, has the vet done any form of post-mortem?
I called the vet to find out more information, and they said that it could have been if he wasn't eating, and we have a second rabbit, so it's hard to tell if that rabbit was eating or not eating. But they didn't have a concrete reason as to why he might have died, but he said it could have been from food.
Okay, so let me tell you what the law is here. First of all, it's absolutely appalling that this sitter absconded and went on holiday herself and left your rabbit with someone else without telling you. That is professionally, grossly inappropriate conduct. Is this someone who runs a business, or is it just like someone in their house who takes rabbits occasionally?
She runs a business, but she won't have lots of rabbits at once, so it's a small business.
Okay. And does she just look after rabbits or other animals as well?
Just rabbits, to my knowledge.
Just rabbits. That's actually quite an important question, because if she looks after dogs or cats, she's got to be licensed by the local authority to do that. But you don't need to be licensed, meaning you can't then have your license taken away from you if you're just looking after rabbits. So I was wondering whether there was an approach there, but it doesn't sound like there is. She doesn't have a license that we could get her to lose. I think, Halle, everything's going to depend here on what the cause of death was for Pretzel, because if Pretzel was just unwell and died, and would have died if he'd been living with you, then the sitter hasn't done anything that they can be sued for, because I'm so sorry to put it this bluntly, Pretzel would have passed away anyway.
Yeah.
If it was bad care by either the sitter or the replacement sitter, the one you didn't know about, then you would have a claim for negligence against the sitter, the rabbit hotel. Is that the right phrase? The rabbit hotel?
Yeah.
And you've suffered a financial loss, which is the financial value of the rabbit as a result, and emotional distress in some cases. And I can tell from your voice, Halle, that you're very upset.
Yeah, very, very upset.
Forgive me, I actually haven't got a clue. What does a rabbit cost nowadays?
The actual rabbit to buy?
To buy?
About £80.
Okay, so the compensation, if the sitter was negligent, the compensation would be the £80 cost of a replacement rabbit plus a few £100s for upset and distress. But you'd have to prove that something had gone wrong, and the fact you took your rabbit to the vet just a few days before you went on holiday isn't the most helpful thing. The fact you took your rabbit was it with stomach issues?
Yeah.
And the rabbit then died from stomach issues. I think that would cause a judge to say probably it wasn't the sitter, it was just the rabbit was ill.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think whether you have any sort of claim for misrepresentation, because if the rabbit hotel told you that the woman who runs the hotel would be looking after Pretzel, but then she was lying to you essentially and gave Pretzel to somebody else to look after. That's misrepresentation, but I'm not sure it turns into any financial claim, Halle, because you've not suffered any financial loss as a result, which is deeply unsatisfactory. The only thing I can really say, Halle, is you mentioned you have another rabbit as well. Don't use that woman again. But
yeah, she hasn't even said that she's gone on holiday. It was the person that gave the rabbit to us.
Right.
So she hasn't even told us yet that she's on holiday.
So the person who handed Pretzel back, presumably for burial, told you that she was on holiday.
Yeah, and he's staying there while she's on holiday.
Right. Oh, that's really shocking. Halle, I'm so sorry, but I'm just not sure you've got a claim here for compensation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think. I was wondering.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
All right. All the best. Bye-bye.